Good day, and welcome and good day. It's a wonderful day today. The other one going live, but I'm live today. It's 12:03. I ain't ever late because God's always on time. What's going on? It's Thriving Thursday. I'm glad to see you today. Today's a wonderful day. Sometimes in life you might have some things in life that might help you to challenge you to live if you're really about what you say. I'm not going to share too much, but I just want to let everyone know out there that even though I make these videos, I do be tested as well. And I have learned that not only that when I make these videos, that I'm actually doing what I'm telling y'all to do. I'm actually living what is going on. My niece gave me this shirt. It says, "You do you," and that's what you got to do. You got to do you. Today's class is really about you do you. And we have to learn how to do us, because if you don't do you, somebody else will. And that's very important to understand. If you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't represent yourself, if you don't change yourself, if you don't think better of yourself, anything that has to do with yourself, you gotta understand, you do you. I'm glad that I'm wearing this shirt today. I'm gonna shout this video out to my niece Karaya. I'm definitely gonna shoot this video out. I dedicated her today because one thing, when I got back with her, we went out and had a great time, and I was doing me, and she was, I spoiled my niece. I ain't just sit there and spend all the money in front of her. I let her get what she want. I said, baby, when you with Uncle Rev, you can do you. I got you. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Go. That's all you got. That's all. She came and got stuff. I said, that's all you got. So, just to start off positive, really good this morning, is that when you do you can understand what bothers you or what you don't let affect you. That was good. Some things you don't let affect you, and the only way you can do this is like the class today is improving your mental health, improving self-improvement, period. This is great. I thank God for the tests that I do have, and I have seen the change within myself. Excuse me. I have seen the change. Yeah, it's kind of chunky. I'm getting chunky. I'm gonna fill this shirt out. But I have seen the change within myself as I'm making these videos and enduring my personal mental health walk. Sometimes things can trigger you. I was triggered today, but I expressed it on what the situation was, and also let them know that, hey, what you're doing is triggering me. You can express when something is triggering you, because it's a warning sign, not only for the person, but it's definitely a warning sign for you to understand that your mental health is being affected. This is great today. I noticed today I'm going to read. Yeah, I noticed today. Today I'm going to read something from the Bible. And this is very important. When I read this, we're going to go to Psalms 139. Verse 16. Is that? Wait a minute. Is it 14? Wait a minute. Yo. Let's say 139:16. Well, we're gonna go to 139:14. Excuse me. 139:14, and it says, "I will praise you, for I," say you, not me, but say I, "am fearfully and wonderfully made." Understand that. Even if you have traumas, PTSDs, fears, even if you're struggling with addiction, self-esteem, any setbacks or challenges, you got to understand that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Take your time and understand this today. To say, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You are, and I am beautiful and wonderfully made. Sometimes we look at ourselves and we don't see ourselves as we should. And today, I'm going to help you in your mental health even with your self-esteem or within your spirit. This is the word that we have to understand. We have to see ourselves as God sees us, or we have to see ourselves in our mental health as a better person that we are. I have learning to embrace this new nature of life that I'm walking. It's very challenging, but the thing that I want to experience, I had a great experience today. I wasn't gonna share this, but I had a great experience, and this is for somebody out there. You got to be careful how you carry yourself, because you never know who's watching. I'm gonna say that again. You have to be careful how you carry yourself, because you never know who's watching. Today, one of my neighbors, I didn't know, but we had a situation this morning. I acted calm. I expressed how I feel. I didn't put no behaviors or actions about it. I didn't impose nobody. I just expressed, hey, I think this ain't right. I went and got my situation correct. I elaborate to everybody, hey, I'm a peaceful man. If I got to stay in my own lane, I will stay in my own lane. That's the devil trying to isolate me. But guess what? When you are making moves, there are going to be adversity in your life. It's up to you how you react, respond, and react and respond. That's all I got to say. So, like I was saying, when you're doing better, you got to see yourself in a better light. So back to the scripture. I apologize for that. He said, I will praise you, and for I am fearfully and wonderfully made, marvelous at your works, and that my soul knows very well. We are in progress. We are in works right now. I remember, I don't know why I keep bringing this up, but I remember my first cleaning business. It was Beyond Great Works Cleaning Services. I used to detail cars. Now, everybody, I should have a lot of followers on this, because if you remember me, I used to be behind the church on 2550 giving away free car washes. Yeah, right, that part. But anyways, what I'm saying is that when you feel wonderful about yourself, you can show that light. And that light, don't let nobody put out your light. Don't let nobody make you lose your character. Stay in control. You have to see that that marvelous works, and that they make our soul known very well. So you have to know in your spirit that you are, you're not who you used to be. You're actually a wonderful person, and you're in progress of making change. The real and you. That was to everybody. That was me too. I'm gonna watch the video later. Also, y'all, I don't just make these videos. I sit down and watch these videos, and they encourage me. Another thing I wanted to share. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but my neighbor, I want to tell you be careful how you carry yourself. My neighbor told me secretly today. He said, I be watching your videos, and I was like, oh, are you serious? Like, really? You see the joy. That's like, whoa, like that's why it's good to represent yourself, because what people look for is to really defame your character. Yeah, that part. But that ain't gonna happen up in here. Amen. Because you ain't gotta embarrass me, because I can embarrass myself by myself. Let's go. Okay, today's class. Let me get myself here together. Oh, yeah. You do you, y'all. All right. So today's class, improving mental health. Now, when you improve your mental health, there are certain things that you can do to mental health, improve your mental health. I'm not going to share these things with you today. I have been improving my mental health, and I hope everybody that's been watching and riding with me understanding that you can improve. This is your first time watching my video. We have issues. We have mental issues. We have emotional issues. Some of us have physical issues. Some of us have financial issues. We have issues. I'm a person that's sitting here making this video. I'm gonna let you know I'm not perfect, but I ain't where I used to be. I'm gonna really say that, because trust me. Okay. So stay in control, Mr. Walker. Stay in control. All right. So one of the things that you could really do to really improve your mental health is connect with nature. I'm ready to take me another walk. But yes, outside, getting fresh air, this could be healthy for you. If anybody know anything about incarceration, I don't know how you in the free world and sitting in the house all day. I don't understand that. When you can just go outside anytime you feel like it. We have to. If you're sitting in the house all day, there's a lot of life outside. Go outside. Get out the house. Okay. Spend time outdoors, whether it's a walk or simply just sitting under the tree. This can have a strong, calm effect on the mind and the body. And I can vouch for this. I took a walk Tuesday, and I feel so empowered. I'm ready to take this another walk on next Tuesday. Another thing that I have, another thing that I have that it can improve your mental health is practice mindfulness. Relationships with others is crucial for mental health well-being. You understand that? Let me read that again. Relationship with others is crucial for mental health well-being. Now, I'm gonna keep it positive. Sometimes we're gonna have relations that are not healthy from us, or not healthy for us, and we have to learn how to disengage or disconnect ourselves from the unhealthy relationships. And it's just as simple. Just make up your mind and say, you know what, I'm not finna deal with this person anymore, because you got to understand, it's maybe not them. You might have the personal issue, and you might, before you hurt anybody or say anything out of context, you have to address, you know what, I know that if something like this happens, I know how it can trigger me or how I can respond. So let me go ahead and just just diffuse the situation, but also appreciate the good, positive people that you have. If you don't have positive people, find positive people that you can be positive with, and really grow with that. We're gonna talk about that. So another thing is, I was just talking about isolation, right? So to fight against isolation and loneliness, this helps you fight against. We need to learn how to, not helps you, but we need to learn how to fight against isolation and loneliness by joining social groups, volunteering, or self-care can combat these feelings of the area of recovery of mental health. This is called strengthening social connections. Excuse me, y'all. Today, excuse me. So I'm not gonna go over that. So like I was saying, if you have social groups, if you're volunteering, or you have self-care, this can help you with the area of your mental health, of the recovery of your mental health. It'll help you if you do these things. I am very social now. I used to be isolated. I'm gonna say it in a funny way, but no, I can't even say that, because some people gonna be like, "Oh, I can't believe you say that." But anyway, I was going to say, now listen to what I'm going to say. I was saying, you know how golf course have holes, not holes, but holes. I have more holes than the golf course. I know that might sound funny, but I know you know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, just being silly. But yeah, I'm so social now that I have more holes, like holes, than the golf course. And golf course has like what, 12, 24 holes? I don't know. We don't know, but yeah, when you're social, you have social holes where you could be holes, not holes, holes where you could be communicative with. This is funny. I'm sorry, y'all. I want y'all to understand, because some people, I think I be talking so fast, or they don't understand me, so I had to throw clarity on that. All right, but it's good to be in a good mood, amen. All right, so that'll help you with your social connection. Another thing that you could do for your improving your mental health is prioritize sleep. 7 to 9 hours is essential for both physical and mental health. If you're not getting enough sleep, this is recommended. Sometimes it could be the middle of the day, because I'll be studying my classes, or when you die to yourself, or you go through emotional and spiritual growth or mental growth, sometimes when you are growing, you do get tired. You do, your mental shuts down. You cry, your emotions came out, and your spirit, you probably done read the word or worship or praise God, or even when you're dealing with yourself, period, can be effective. You could drain yourself, right? That's what I'm trying to say. You could drain yourself, and sometimes you might need that nap. It's good to take a nap when you need that nap. So understand that. Like I said, if you're not getting sleep, at least get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Another thing that can help you improve your mental health is engage in regular physical activity. Like walking or dancing can signify improvement on mental health. It can improve your mental health. Being physical and just moving around and getting your blood flowing and just really just in tune with yourself. Because when you're in tune with yourself, your brain, see how I'm moving, my brain is making my body move. So you might wanna stop just sitting around and just really get up and be in tune with yourself. So these are the few steps that I have, and that will help you improve your mental health. Like I said, I'm gonna go over them again before we move forward. And connecting with nature, practicing mindfulness, prioritizing sleep, and engaging in regular physical activity. These things can help you improve your mental health. I do it. I really do. And I want to say this: if you're watching and you're not doing anything, I want to challenge you to start somewhere. Start somewhere of you doing you. Start somewhere. You can change. And I want to say this from experience. Change is if you can mess up, you can make up. Whoa, did I say that? Yeah. So if you can mess up, you can make up. You can really make yourself back better. You can come back in a better mind frame. You can come back with a better attitude. You can come back better back physically. You can. Like I said, if y'all see something, I'm gonna get some pictures of my mug shots. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna show you how lost I look. And I give God glory, and I give myself a little credit, and I thank some of my supporters that when I was down and out, they supported me. Some of the facilities I went to, and I just thank God that some things that you feel like you can't do, if you just challenge your mind and you challenge your inner being, you can change. You can change. It's up to you. Now, am I perfect? No. As in my road recovery, I know why I'm sharing this, but I heard one from one of my friends today, and when you have things stuffed, I don't know, I'm just going off the script, but when you have things stuffed inside of you, when you deal with yourself, these things come out. So if you're holding anger, you're holding resentment, and you're really, when you getting right, these emotions or these feelings or these things that you thought that you had put on the back burner will come out. Sometimes it's not good to let people know how you feel to cut them down, but it's good to share with them, hey, this is how I feel because of this situation or that situation. I was talking about that in yesterday's class, but I just want to sit here and share my experience with you that yesterday's class I had to do today, and I pray for the person that I was reaching out to. But sometimes in life, people that's watching, you gotta understand. Okay, we suffer from trauma, not only because what we do to ourselves, but you gotta think about what a person does to you, and they overlook it, and they think it ain't nothing to them. They don't know how it affects you until they're in a situation, and then you let them know how you feel, and now they feel offended because what you did to me or what they did to you as an individual. This is deep. I don't know why I'm going here, but this is deep. So sometimes when we have these relationships and things like that, you got to understand, if a person is acting in a certain way, You got to sit back and ask yourself, what did I do to that person for that person to respond to me like that? Because there was an issue, and a lot of times, as in relationships, when we go on about our way and stuff these problems or just overlook like we didn't hurt nobody's feelings, it does come back. They says what was done in the dark will come to the light, and a lot of people don't understand. They're like, oh yeah, why am I in this predicament, or why I'm in this situation? Because you didn't understand that what you did to a person and you overlooked it and it affected them. And sometimes God will make opportunity for you to make amends or get right with that person. And if you don't do that, that keeps you in a loop. I've had to forgive myself. I made a video to the world. Anybody that know me, forgive me. If right now, if you know me and I did something wrong to you and I offended you, forgive me. That's how you do it. So I don't know why I went off the script with that, but that was from the spirit. Not from selfishness, but from my spirit. Because we got to understand the cause. Mental health has cause and effects. Let's think about this. I don't know where I'm going here. What is the cause of where you're at and what you're doing right now? What's your cause? That's a question. I want you to think about this. What is your cause of you, where you're at, and what you're doing right now? What is the cause of that? Yeah, I want you to think about this. Okay, so now that we know the cause, look how the effect is affecting you, or look how the effect is look how the effect has showed its outcome. Because there's a cause and effect for everything. The cause for me to make these videos, the effect is to help people and to show people that they can change. I had a lot of causes and effect. Okay, I'm gonna show some of my causes and effect, and I'm not going off the script. We're trying to improve our mental health. When I was in addiction, when I was selfish, my cause was because I wasn't really raised to learn how to be. I didn't have that good upbringing, that that structure. I was tossed here, I was tossed there, I was put here. I had to do this. I didn't know how to do it. I had to learn how to do it. So during that was the cause, but the effect was I was hurt. I didn't have nobody to turn to, so I joined the gang, started doing drugs, having a lot of girlfriends, and making money on the street. Then I ended up, jail, death, jail. They say jail, institution, then death. I done experienced all three. So that was the effect because of my upbringing. So you got to understand, in mental health, there's a cause and effect. That was good. I wish I had a live. I hope y'all understanding me, because this is serious. There's a cause and effect for everything. If you're upset right now, what's the cause? Or whatever the case, your personal case can be. What is the cause and what is the effects? I think that's gonna be the next class, cause and effect. But talking about seeds, right? So I have something that I'm going to share with you. The 5 C's of improving your mental health. I have 5 C's that improve your mental health. I said, Mr. Walker, you love them C's. Don't tell nobody. Right. So let's move forward. I love cookies, right? I like cheesecake and carrot cake, right? I'll just play, y'all. And chicken, right? So let's go. All missing one missing, and cream cheese. So that's my 5 C's. That was funny, y'all. All right, let's go. The 5 C's. The first one is competence. Competence. Okay? We have competence. Competence is the ability to do something successfully or inefficiently in challenges and achieving goals. So listen, competence, you gotta understand, you got plenty of sense. We have plenty of sense. We'll know when we're doing wrong. The Holy Spirit convicts us when we're doing wrong. Our loved ones let us know when we're doing wrong. But do you have the ability to understand you're doing it successfully or inefficiently in your challenges or in achieving your goals? That's a question you should ask yourself. So if you're trying to do something, are you doing it successfully or you're doing it inefficiently? That's a good question. That was a good question. Yeah, that was good. Moving forward. The other C that I have to improving your mental health is confidence. Now, this is deep. Confidence is believing in oneself. Not believing in me, believing in you, right? And believing in your ability and your self-worth, okay? I put that your, I flipped it, but let me read what the notes say. No, let me stay on this your. So, because it's not about, the video's not about me, it's about you. What belief do you have in yourself today? These are questions. What belief do you have in yourself? You. What you believe? What do you believe about yourself? Okay? Now be quiet. Okay, great. Okay, if you don't have nothing, if you don't have anything, we might want to work on that. There's something, your self-esteem, you're smart, you know how to dress, you know how to clean, you know how to talk. There's something good about each individual on this planet. If you're watching this video, there's something good about you. You have to find that. I'm trying to help you build this confidence today. Also, what is your ability? What abilities do you have? That's a question. Think about that. What abilities do you have? Remember, y'all, you do you. What abilities do you have? Okay. Now, if you don't have an ability, if you're watching this video, you have the ability to pay attention. That's an ability. A lot of people look at like superstar abilities, but if you have the ability to speak, or you have the ability to cook, you have ability just to get in the shower and wash your butt or brush your teeth, these are abilities. You have abilities. Understand that. So moving forward, another question that I want to have for you, what is your self-worth? What do you believe in your self-worth? This is a question now, because I already asked questions about what do you believe in yourself. I already asked you questions about your abilities, but what is your self-worth? I want you to answer, just think about that question and ask yourself that question. What is your self-worth? What are you worth? I want you to think about that. Listen, when I pause, I want y'all to think. I don't want y'all to sit here and just look at me. No, I want you to sit here and think of these questions. I want your mind, because you gotta understand this. I don't know why I'm going here, but we sit here and we think about stuff all day. When you come to these classes, or when you go to anything that's going to improve you, you have to put this in your mind. You have to let these things move your mind, because you probably sit here right now watching the video and worrying about the next door neighbor, or the light bill, or what the kids doing, or what time I got to be there. It's just something simple. And sometimes our mind is going so much that we get distracted. Today, I'm just trying to help you focus to understand that you got to do you, right? And you do you, and you got to understand that you are worth something. If you're watching this video right now, I'm worth something. You're worth something. Because I'm trying to make us go back, because we can sit here right now, if I was at a room full of people, and I can say, hey, tell me what somebody told you that made you feel like you're worth nothing. Oh, we'll raise our hand quick, right? But today, I want to challenge you right now and say, you, right now, you that's watching, what is your worth? What are you worth to yourself? That's a question. And I'm going to move forward. But I just want to really stay on that area, because sometimes we look at ourselves and we don't feel good about ourselves. We don't think good about ourselves. When in all actuality, we are good people. Everybody, the Bible says a righteous man falls 7 times a day, right? Right. Every day, I'm not, even me making these videos, I'm single, right? Let me keep it a buck. I'm single, right? I have sexual thoughts, but I don't entertain them. I like to make money. Sometimes I think about, well, let me try to make that money, but I don't entertain that. What I'm thinking about now is how to be more successful, live more healthier, stay sober, maintain my stability, and just really self-improve in everything that I'm doing. And I have goals that I want to achieve in the next 2 or 3 years. So what I was saying, Mr. Walker is saying this. You have sometimes you can't wait on other people's approval. I don't know where I'm going here. You can't wait on other people's approval to approve you. You have to approve yourself. You understand? On me making these videos coming on here, I don't sit down and ask nobody, hey man, what do you think about what I'm finna say today? I sit down and study, and some of this stuff that I'm studying, or I already have applied it to my life. Now I just go ahead and I'm a person of example because a lot of people know me. A lot of people know me, and they know I used to be a mess up. And I ain't gonna keep saying that, but one thing I can say, I'm not what I used to be, so I can sit here and admit my faults. That's another thing, y'all. We have to learn, even if you're worth something, you gotta understand, you have to admit your faults. That's making you worth something right there. You know what that is? Honesty. You're being honest with yourself. You're being honest with yourself. You know, it's time to stop people pleasing. It's time to stop sugarcoating for people. If people are bringing you down, they're offending you, they're defamation your character, they're pulling you out of pocket, or they're just being negative about your lifestyle or anything that you are, you have to stand up. You have to stand up. Not saying go put your hand. Mr. Walker tell you go put your hands on somebody, but you got to say, hey man, no is no. No means no. This is not going to work. Okay? So you got to think about that. Moving forward. So what are you worth? Moving forward. All right. Number four. Moving forward with your to improve your mental health. Something threw me off for a second, y'all. Your character. Oh wow, what I was just talking about. All right, so I was talking about confidence, right? Excuse me. Because the live, this how I got thrown off. It's easy to get distracted. I want to teach you not to get distracted. But I had 2 people on live and they disappeared. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. All right, so we was talking about confidence, right? So the next step to improving your life, your mental health, is connections. Connections is having a meaningful relationship and feeling of the sense of belonging within a community. I am making this videos to build a community. I wish I had a bunch of live people on live with me right now, at least chatting in the box or corresponding with me. But I am my own community, but that don't sound good. But I do have my community, people I talk to on a daily basis, that keeps me in accountability or check on my well-being. That's what we need. We need people that we can check in on a daily basis and check in with our well-being. We need that. We need that. We really do. And if you don't belong to something, don't go belong to the gang. Don't go belong to something negative. Find something positive. There's a lot of positive things that you could, like a fishing club, a golf club. There's all kinds of positive societies that's out there that you could be a part of. You don't have to be alone out there by yourself. Excuse me. So yeah, belonging within the community. So yeah, so let me move forward. I don't know, that live is just distracting me, y'all. I gotta quit looking at that. Cause I want people on here. I really, sometimes I know I'm not talking to myself because I'm talking to you now, but when I'm here and I'm doing a recording, it's nothing like having that connection and seeing people there supporting me. So sometimes I tell people, though, like I used to say back in the days, I don't mind talking to myself because I got money in the bank. If you don't get that one, you'll figure it out later. All right. So another thing that you could do to improve your mental health is your character. Now this is deep. That's why I said today in the beginning of the video, be careful how you carry yourself. Demonstrating ethical ethical, y'all. Excuse me. Ethical behavior. Ethical is truthful, fair, and honest behaviors, taking responsibility and living according to one's value. You got that? That's what a character is. Demonstrating ethical behaviors, which are truthful, fair, and honest, and taking responsibility and living according to your value, your values, not to nobody else's value, your values. So this is important. I am a truthful person. I am fair, and one thing I am honest. But I want to ask you this: are you being truthful? Are you being fair? And are you being honest? These are questions that I'm asking you, and we need to look at that. All right, I'm going to share a couple of examples of me being truthful. If something's bothering me, I know how to say, you know what, hey, like today I got upset, and I was like, you know what, Darrell, don't get upset. Calm down. Remember, I practice what I preach. Calm down. Don't let this situation affect you. And I had to sit down and breathe and do my breathing techniques. That is being truthful, being connected with yourself. Now, the way you could be fair on some things that happen in life or what's going on with you. Some things are people's fault, some things ain't people's fault. But are you fair to yourself? Are you able to say to yourself, hey, I don't deserve this. I shouldn't be treated like this. I shouldn't be talked to like this, or this shouldn't be happening. Or I shouldn't be doing this to this person, or I shouldn't be saying something about this person. I shouldn't be thinking wrong about that person. That's being fair. That's my way of saying fair. But you got to apply this to yourself personally. Also, are you being honest with yourself? Are you being honest to say, you know what, I do have a problem, or you know what, I wasn't. Sometimes you cannot be wrong. Sometimes everything ain't your fault. Sometimes you can say, hey, this is not my fault. This is this other person's fault. So I just want to be honest about my part. A lot of times when you have controversy or misunderstanding or blaming or fault finding, sometimes you can say, you know what, honestly, I'm being honest from my standpoint, this is how it went. And you don't have to prove your innocence, but you can be open and honest and share this is what really going on. And that'll change the different direction of the story. Anything in life with yourself, but even when you're thinking about something like, yeah, I can't keep looking at Instagram because I ain't, it might make me lust, or I can't keep watching scary movies because, I'm starting to get fearful. You have to be honest with yourself. These are things that I'm not doing. I'm just sharing these categories to help you understand, to be honest with yourself. Sometimes also you have to take responsibilities. That's what I do take responsibility. If I'm wrong about something, I will correct myself. Today, I will encourage anybody for you to take responsibility for your actions and things that you do. And live according to yourself. Also, live according to your values. If you're a clean person, be clean. One thing you can't do, you can't control nobody else's house, but you can control your house. And this is your house. If you have good advice for outside people, that's great. But when you're in your house, you understand that this is your valuable. This is your house. This is your one value. Now we talking about internal. We're not talking external. This is you're valuable. So understand that. When you are valuable, you feel encouraged or whatever, you can share some encouragement or share positivity to others. And that was a good point. So live according to your values, as long as they're positive. I'm not telling you to keep smoking weed. I'm not telling you to keep drinking. No, change all that. No, live a better, healthy, mental health, sober, stable life. Have a rich, meaningful life. All right, another one that you can help you with improving your mental health is caring. All right, showing compassion. Okay, showing compassion. Listen, I do this. I do, but some people, if you notice, people that we are compassionate, some people just disrespect us and don't understand that we're just really being very nice. Because if you're good to yourself, you can be good to other people. Compassion is also understanding some people that they are all not there. That's why I made these mental health videos, because once upon a time I wasn't there. So my compassion is now is to say, hey, you know what, I'm helping myself, and I made out a situation, and there's a lot of people that I have dealt with or I'm dealing with now that I have to have compassion on them, because you got to look at it like this: like, what if God gave up on you, or what if the people that support you right now gave up on you? A lot of times we understand the relationships that we have right now. That's compassion, because a lot of people can cut us off or cut you off, and there will be nothing that they don't want to deal with you. But because you have compassion, this helps you maintain healthy relationships. Also, showing compassion and empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another and concern for oneself and others. I'm gonna say that again. So you can have the ability to understand and share. That's what I'm doing right here now. I'm showing you my compassion. Hey, I don't get myself together, but I want to help people. Okay? And you can't help nobody unless you're helping yourself. But I also understand the feelings of PTSD, trauma, fear, anxiety, and more abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, financial abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse. I don't know if I said that again, but I understand all these things. And this gave me, for me, healing for myself. There's some people that I talk to, and I could tell through a text or watching a live video, I could feel by my discernment, my spirit or the energy that I pick up from them, I could tell something's wrong. This is having compassion, and compassion is not selfish. That was good. All right. So it says share the feelings of another and concern for oneself. So listen now, I want y'all to understand this. You have to have concern for yourself. You can't be concerned about nobody else. If you help yourself, you can help others. But the number one thing is, I want to break codependency today. This is going to be great. We can't sit around and wait for somebody to do something for you when you could do it yourself. I seen this later. I'm gonna say her name right. Porsche. Listen, this lady be talking some lit. Then I said, yeah, Porsche. That's her name. She on Facebook. And one thing she said today, she said, women, how can you expect a man to get something that you ain't getting up yourself? And then she said, you got men that out there that would get up and get it for you, but you're not worth that. I was like, yo, she be talking. That's true. Even us men, it's women. I'm gonna stand up for you women too. Women, y'all got some men that you're dealing with that he's not even worth dealing with. He's not cleaning, he's not cooking, he's not doing anything. You need to find another man. Men, if you have a woman in your house just sitting there running up the bills and pulling out your pocket, you need to find another woman. We are designed to have helpmates. Now, some people take advantage of our compassion. And what they do, they say, you know what, well, he has empathy. He understands me, and, you know, he understands how I feel, and he's concerned for me. And sometimes if you don't balance that and have it with boundaries, people could take advantage of that and really just really mess you up, really just drain you dry all the way around the board. And then when you really need them, they have nothing to give. So be careful with your compassion. Just be very compassionate. You know, just don't be overwhelmed. You know, I used to be like what I used to say. Oh, I can't say the words I want to say, but you know, Captain Saver. That's what, you know. That's what I used to be back in. Well, we're gonna say a sucker. Quit being a sucker. Let's go. Okay, so we're coming to the end. The summary of this class today. Improving mental health involves a combination of practices that promote well-being and addressing on potential challenges. You should prioritize physical health, manage stress, building strong social connections, and seeking professional support if and when needed. So understand this, y'all. We have to put into play all these. Excuse me, I'm thirsty. Sorry, y'all. But we have to put into play all these steps that I have gave you. I have literally our next class on Monday. I want to do Saturdays a Q&A, but I don't have too many followers. But that's okay. That don't stop the magic. But next Monday, we're gonna have classes, a 12-step class about your well-being. This is helping me so much. Me doing these classes and applying, and I'm not noticing when I'm studying my classes that I'm like, it's like I'm a little bit ahead of my class. Like I'm just re-answering my lifestyle, and this is great. And I want to encourage everybody today that you can improve your mental health, and don't forget how marvelous you are, and how fearfully and wonderfully that you are made, because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Remember that. Sometimes you're gonna have life challenges. Don't let stuff get you down. Keep it moving forward. If it don't, I feel to say, if it don't greet you, don't let it meet you. Right? I don't know why I said that, but if it don't greet you, don't let it meet you. And y'all stay encouraged. Thank you for watching Trauma Support Group Management, and you do you.